Looking for the best emergency radio today? I've done an extensive review of the top 3 emergency radios, and I discuss all their key features and what things to consider before you pick the best one for you. Trust me, you'll want to stay with me till the end to make a wise and informed choice. Price information and all emergency radios mentioned in the video are available in the description. So let's get started. Number 3, RunningSnail MD-090P, best budget emergency radio. Though it takes the spot of a basic emergency radio on a budget, RunningSnail MD-090P is a very capable radio with remarkable features. Nevertheless, like other affordable and manual emergency portable radios, it doesn't automatically turn on or alert you when there is a weather warning. You must turn the radio on and tune it to a weather station to hear weather updates. But like other manual analog designed radios, by not being on standby or having an always-on LCD display, it uses power more efficiently. The telescopic antenna for improving radio reception clips neatly on the outside of the casing. You can move between the weather, AM, and FM stations using the sliding switch mechanism. You have analog dials for tuning and volume and on-off, which can be quite small and stiff to manipulate, so watch out if you have big sausage fingers. Power options, usage, and functionality are a bonus on this model. And for such a compact size, it carries a replaceable 4,000 mAh battery, making it well suited as a cell phone's charger out in the wilds or during power cuts. The hand crank is supposed to generate 20 minutes of radio time per minute of cranking, and a bit longer for the flashlight. However, don't rely on this to recharge the battery. Solar power will be more useful for prolonging a charged-up battery during emergencies. Note that using the tilt function to position the solar panels will turn on the reading lamp underneath, resulting in some unnecessary drain of the battery at the same time. You're better off awkwardly angling the entire radio in the direction of the sun. The radio connects to the mains using a micro USB power cable. It comes with a battery indicator light, which is red when charging and green when done, and shows battery life going down in 25% increments. Nice touches are the carabiner and adjustable wrist strap, but this model doesn't come with an earphone jack. The 4 LED reading light and adjustable flashlight are useful for nighttime activities or power cuts. It comes with that soft touch type of coating over the casing, which is nice to begin with, but may degrade over time. It doesn't come with an SOS radio beacon, but there is a toggle switch underneath, which switches between cell phone charger mode off or SOS siren and flashing light to alert rescuers in the vicinity. Overall, it's a pretty decent, cheap emergency radio and great value for its price. Number 2, Kaito KA900, best premium emergency radio. All right. Let's dive into the Kaito KA900 Voyager Max, the tech-packed powerhouse of emergency radios. If you're looking for an all-in-one gadget that can keep you connected, entertained, and prepared, the Kaito K900 might be the ideal emergency radio for you. But is it worth the price tag? Let's see. First up, the build and design. At first glance, the KA900 has a retro-futuristic vibe. It's giving 1980s sci-fi, but with a modern twist. It's built tough with premium ABS plastic, and while it's not pocket-sized, the 1 pound 11 ounce weight is manageable. Plus, the rubberized strap adds some real practicality. You can carry it like a flashlight during blackouts or hang it up at your campsite. Speaking of flashlights, it has 2 built-in light options, a standard LED flashlight on the side and a 5 LED adjustable reading light tucked under the solar panel. The flashlight is decent, not going to light up a football field, but enough to navigate in the dark. The reading light, on the other hand, is surprisingly useful for reading or journaling during a power outage. Moving on to the display, it's bright, easy to read, and the large buttons make tuning stations a breeze, even in low light. Bonus points for being senior-friendly here. But let's talk features, because this thing is absolutely loaded. AM, FM, shortwave, NOAA weather bands, it's got you covered. The FM and NOAA bands are the stars here. Reception is clear, and the included 24-foot wide antenna helps pull in those weaker stations. Shortwave performance, however, is hit or miss. If you're deep into shortwave, you might want to pair this with something more specialized. But here's where the KA900 really separates itself from the competition. Bluetooth and MP3 playback. You can stream music from your phone or pop in an SD card with your favorite tunes, audiobooks, or podcasts. The dual stereo speakers? Legit. For an emergency radio, the sound quality is shockingly good. It feels more like a Bluetooth speaker than a survival gadget. And let's not forget the power options. It offers 5 ways to charge: solar, hand crank, USB, an optional AC adapter, and its built-in 2000 mAh rechargeable battery. The solar panel works as a trickle charger. It's not going to bring the battery back from zero, but it's enough to top it off if you're leaving it by a sunny window. The hand crank? It's fine for emergencies, but unless you've got Popeye forearms, it's more for quick bursts of power than sustained use. Now let's talk about its durability. While the radio is well built overall, there are a couple of potential issues. Some users reported that the glue on the solar panel melted under extreme heat, and the handle design isn't the most comfortable. Plus, the interface. It's, let's say, not exactly beginner-friendly. This is not a plug-and-play radio. You'll need to spend time with the manual to get the most out of it. And if simplicity is what you're after, something like the Kaito KA500 might be a better fit. It ditches the bells and whistles for straightforward usability. Compared to radios in its price range, like the Eaton FRX5BT, while the Eaton has a sleek design and stronger weather reception, it misses out on features like SD card playback and a wire antenna for extended range. The KA900 is the Swiss Army knife of emergency radios. It does a little bit of everything and does most of it very well. All in all, if you're into tech-savvy functionality and want a radio that doubles as an entertainment hub, this is hands down the best emergency radio in its class. But if you just want something simple and rugged, you might want to explore other options. Number 1. Midland ER310, our top choice. The Midland ER310, like other portable emergency radios, doesn't receive same alert notifications, but does scan the 7 NOAA weather channels and receive weather alerts. A small red light to the left and above the operating buttons comes on for an hour after the weather notification comes in to prompt you to check the NOAA weather channels for the last update. You have the option to set the radio to scan by channel or frequency. It comes with both day-to-day and emergency features and has AM, FM, and NOAA weather radio stations. But while you can switch between the three, you can't preset the station, so you will return to the last one you were on in each mode. Compared to the older model Midland ER310, this radio is slightly bigger but sturdier, has an easier hand crank, longer battery duration, and additional battery capacity by containing an additional battery space for 6 AA batteries in case you need an alternative to the proprietary Midland battery. The lithium-ion battery is fully rechargeable via a USB cable from the mains over about 6 hours. The battery can also be recharged using the solar panel, also taking up to 6 hours, though some report suggests it will do so faster, while others suggest it will never get a full charge on the solar panel. Once charged, the battery should last 32 hours, compared to 25 hours for the ER310 model. The hand crank on the radio is sturdier than the ER310. It's still not great, but you can get a few minutes of charge from it after a decent burst of cranking, so it's useful for emergencies. Nevertheless, using the solar panel and mains to recharge is better whenever possible. In addition to the instructions, USB cables, and battery, the set comes with an emergency kit checklist, a thoughtful extra. Seriously though, you must make sure to test and maintain this emergency radio if it is part of your camping or survival kit. Don't leave it plugged in all the time, but do set yourself a reminder to check, test, and recharge the battery every 1 to 3 months. The 2600 mAh batteries are proprietary to Midland, so replacing them is not always straightforward. Make sure you also have fresh AA's in your kit. The radio has a flashlight with high, low, and strobe settings. The low setting will prolong the battery, and the strobe is bright enough to attract attention, along with the silent for people dog whistle for rescuers if required. The display screen shows the time, which it alternates with the radio station playing, has a battery life indicator, and can be backlit. The speaker volume has 12 settings and can reach around 87 decibels. Again, good for attracting attention when using the siren. Sound quality isn't great, but is adequate to hear messages. It has a nifty little tuck-away slot for the antenna, but it can be quite hard to pull out and push back in. The connector ports are under a rubber seal for earphone jack, battery, and USB charger, and the radio can charge your mobile device if required. The black and red plastic casing isn't waterproof or particularly sturdy, so you will need to take care of it in adverse weather and not throw it around too much on camping expeditions. Overall, it's a great compact emergency radio with a comfortable grab handle and plenty of useful functions for day-to-day outdoors and in emergencies. So what do you think? Which of these is the best emergency radio for you? Or do you think another radio is better? Tell us in the comments below.